Hey y'all, what's up? You're tuned in to Simon the Truth. I ain't gonna keep you long because I hate when they do those long intros, but hit the subscribe button. Let me tell you something. These last few days with weeks with Kwame Brown has been refreshing. I was waiting for Stephen A. Smith's response, and it finally came last night. I listened to it. I watched how he tried to bring other grown men. First of all, if you're going to address a man about him speaking on you, don't bring no other men into the picture. See, that's the problem. Most of these men ain't G's. Don't bring other men into their picture. Let them talk for themselves. You talk about you. You take care of you, and he gonna take care of he. Okay? So let me tell you this. This is what I came up with. Stephen A., you just didn't get it. Your response was an epic fail. What was so bad about it is that you had time to have someone that works for you put together a reel so that you could play. That is what irritated me. Kwame is coming off the cuff. He coming from his heart. He coming for real. But you had to get all of the antics and the lights, the camera action. You had to get Hollywood on us. Man, come on, man. The point he is trying to make is not his skill set, his mindset, all that. The point he's making is that you attacked a kid. No matter what happened, that man was a kid when he entered the NBA. Ain't no way in the world a kid, I don't care how tall he is going to be able to go up against some grown men. You went in on a kid for years, okay? While they're still developing, while they're still trying to figure out who they are. I'm a mother. While they're still trying to figure out where they are going to be in this world, who they are. You know, high school don't teach you all that. It's when you get thrust into the real world. You went in on a kid. Okay, yeah, okay. So your response was no, Dee Dee. I talked about his skills. Well, it's a difference when you talk about somebody's skills and then call them a scrub and then call them a bust. I mean, if you would have said, oh my God, Kwame missed the ball right there. Come on, Kwame, you got to work on that. Come on, you just got to work on that. You need to work on that. But when you go as far as to say a bust, a scrub, that's not coming from one of his peers. Let's keep it 100. That's not coming from one of his peers where he can come back head to toe with you. You are a grown man. That's coming from you. You are out there talking about this grown man, calling him a scrub, a grown man. So that is where he's coming from. Okay. This is a kid. You know, you really did build your career on putting him down, on dragging him. So I don't understand what's the big issue with him wanting to drag y'all now. Okay, want to drag y'all now. When I see coaches yelling at kids on the court, yeah, I know it's to toughen them up, but they not calling them out their names. They not disrespecting them, mainly because their parents is there. See, all that stuff you doing was when this man's parents wasn't around. You know, you wouldn't have said none of that. If you can't say it when his parents around, then you probably shouldn't be saying it, homeboy. If you cannot say it when his parents are around, then you probably shouldn't be saying it. Because I guarantee if his dad, if his mom, or family was sitting there, you would not have called him you wouldn't have called him no scrub or called him a bust. I guarantee that. See, that's where you get called to the carpet. Now, if you could say it in front of his family, well, then you do what you do. You understand? And the gloves come off. But this was a kid who was still being shaped, who was still being molded. You know, I believe maybe at 18, if you had your parents in your life, you were still calling them, asking them for a little change, ask them to help you on a little couple of bills, ask them to help you get this, ask them to help you get a cosign for this. I'm pretty sure that you needed your parents. So this is still a kid to me. As long as the kid is on my health insurance until 26, he is still a kid. Okay, so when I look at this and I see other kids that want to play ball and they don't get on the team because the coaches are looking for a championship in high school, instead of letting kids play, letting kids build camaraderie with other kids on the team, letting them see what teamwork feels like. The high schools are too busy trying to build an NBA team in high school. So kids are missing that teamwork thing. They're not learning that in school because coaches and stuff are making it like that, to where no, we only want the best on here. But a team is where you learn to work together, where you learn your communication skills, where you learn where you learn how to push a car down the street when it breaks down. So again, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, and I'm not going to call you out your name. I guarantee you, I don't know if you have children, if someone was dogging your kid like that, and that's a kid, 18, anything with teen on it is a kid. Right out of high school, you would feel the same way. You missed the whole point. The whole point. Talking about my basketball skills, talking about the way I dribble, the way I sing, is different than going out and calling me a scrub. Is a grown man sitting on TV calling me a bust. A grown man just calling me out my name. That's different. That's so different. So I think that media, the white media, really, really got you twisted. So hopefully someone will share this with you, so you really can get the point. If you can't talk about me in front of my parents, then you probably shouldn't be saying anything. When Kevin Durant's mama wants to come see you, you double down. You double down. And Kevin is a grown man. Kevin is a grown man. But now Kwame, he was a kid. His point is, dang, I was a kid and you was talking about me like this. You don't know what that does to somebody's ego. It just wears on you. That's when you see kids going to the school, shooting up the school, going to the school, committing suicide. You know what? I commend him. Kwame made it through all of that harsh ridicule as a teen. Without nutting up and killing the people, without committing suicide, without taking his whole family out. He succeeded. He succeeded through what you put him through. And I hope you really understand. This is from a woman's point of view. I hope you can understand that this man made it through all you put him through as a teen. As a teen. Come on now. Stephen, what's his name? The one that's an activist, whatever he is, Muslim now. Stephen Jackson, yeah, those are his peers. Those are his peers. You understand me? I mean, you give it, you should be able to take it, but you're a grown man, and he was right. He was right. And if he bringing y'all pain, oh well, take it. I mean, who said, let me tell you something. Ain't nothing fair in love and war. Ain't nothing fair in love and war. Ain't nothing fair in love and war. That's why when you see gang violence, that's why you see their family as a casualty, because ain't nothing fair. Ain't nothing fair. Okay, we only gonna talk about this, and then I'm gonna talk. We're not gonna talk. Ain't nothing fair. I don't know who raised you, but let me tell you this: you come for me, ain't nothing fair. I'm going for the jugular vein. Ain't nothing fair. So, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, you've been on TV for a long time, getting checks talking about, talking about athletes. You say you are an expert. I just want to see some clips of you playing something. I'm still trying to figure out, how can people who don't play be an expert? How can people who don't play be an expert? I still don't get it. The skips, all of them that don't play nothing. If you can't run a mile, 4-5 miles, shoot 800 free throws a day, then how are you an expert? I just don't see it. So Kwame, keep your head up. You made it. You're a survivor, man. Kwame, you are a survivor, because a lot of teens don't make it. Don't make it to speak their truth. They don't make it to say, hey, this man ridiculed me, called me a bust, called me a scrub, a grown man. They don't make it. They don't make it, and you didn't say a word. You didn't say a mumbling word. They don't make it, and I commend you. I don't care how horrible. I don't care how small your hands are. I don't care about none of that. As a team, you did that. You did that. Cause you step on somebody's shoe out here in Oakland, California, you might get popped. You talk about somebody in one of these classes, you might not make it out to high school. And you talk about somebody's kid out here, these parents gonna come see you. So I commend you. I commend you. But Stephen A., this is a message that maybe when other kids come through, kids, these are kids getting into the NBA. They ain't even equipped for this stuff. Getting all this money, they ain't equipped. These are kids. When you see kids coming to this NBA, you might not want to use words like that. You might not want to use words like that. Because it affects it takes from people's mouths and all of that. You might not want to do that. And you don't know what the mental status of anybody is. I'm surprised he was able to endure that as a kid. So Kwame, I'm with you. I'm with you.